Good morning. I am driving to Drybar right now. Yes, I'm driving and it's like a block from my house. Don't judge me. Today is my 3-year wedding anniversary. What is this? It's 3, not 5. That would really age me. Anyways, today's my 3-year wedding anniversary and my husband has to work. And so we're just gonna do dinner at Nobu tonight. Nobu Malibu is our favorite restaurant. It's where we actually got engaged. So we're going to Nobu like at 6:30 because he has to work I think until 5. But I'm filming a get ready with me. So I know normally people do their hair and makeup, but I go to Drybar once a week. Typically, like the day I'm gonna film my videos, I'll go to Drybar. I'll do a dry style, which is like they don't blow out your hair. They'll just, you know, curl it whatever style you want. I just got back from Drybar, so we're gonna just do our makeup together. And if you're getting ready for something, you can put this on and we can chat while you do your makeup too. I love watching Get Ready With Me's, so I hope you love this too. So tonight we're just doing Nobu Malibu, a little quick dinner. We normally sit on the patio, so it's gonna be like a little cold, so I don't have to worry about like sweating my makeup off. It is a little early in the day, but I just wanna have my full makeup done because I'm doing a lot of errands before we go to dinner. So for my face, I already used this. It's hard to see, but this is the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. And you guys already know that I don't like using primers, but this is just a moisturizer I use in the mornings for the days I'm gonna wear makeup. And it makes my skin look so smooth and it keeps the makeup on all day. It's all natural, it's so affordable. So I'll link this down below. Make sure you guys pick this up. It's on beautylish.com. So for a nice full coverage, I'm going to do my cute little combo I show you guys sometime. I'm going to do my Tom Ford stick, and then over top I'm going to mix the Armani Luminous Silk with a little bit of the Too Faced Born This Way because this is a nice like medium full coverage. So Tom Ford foundation stick, I'm in the shade 6.5. Armani Luminous Silk, I'm 6.5, and then Too Faced, I'm warm beige. So I want to do like a nice full coverage so it can last all night and look good in photos. So I don't know if you guys already saw the video I did with my husband, surviving marriage, like how to survive being married, especially in LA. So we did that because today is our 3-year wedding anniversary, and we thought that it would be like really cute and really fun. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that. Basically today is just our wedding anniversary. We'll either like go stay at the Four Seasons where we got married, or like just chill at home, go to Nobu. Nobu Malibu is where we got engaged, and it's our favorite restaurant to eat at. I'm allergic to seafood, so I just pop a Benadryl. I don't know like at what point I became allergic to seafood, but that's fine. So I'm just doing some Armani Luminous Silk with a little bit of this Too Faced on my beauty blender. I put like 2 pumps of Armani versus 1 pump of the Too Faced because the Tom Ford already has like a ton of coverage. The last get ready I did was like in September, and I honestly love doing get ready with me's. Like the one I did, we were out of town, so it was like in a hotel bathroom, hella Vogue vibes. I just really love watching them and I love filming them, and I think I've attempted to do 2 since then, but they just didn't happen. I tried to do one in Vegas in October for my sister's birthday, but we were kind of like running late and whatever, and then I tried to do one in October again and it just didn't happen. So here we are in January. Get ready with me. Let me know if you guys have tried this combo before, or if you like mix something with your Too Faced one or your Armani one. Let me know. Another good thing to do is taking the Cover FX drops. They're like pigment drops, and then mix that with the Armani Luminous Silk. That will add pigment but still give you that nice dewy look. This looks like skin, but I'm super covered. If you want a little more coverage in certain areas, like I typically like a lot of coverage down here, I'll just take a little more of that Tom Ford foundation stick and just swipe over what I want to cover. I tend to have like a lot of texture down there because I get some bumps sometimes from like food allergies or hormones. And then like around here as well. Just a small amount. This honestly blends like perfectly. You can't really tell that it's heavy. And it lasts all night long. I need to get a facial. I'm super overdue. But you know, the holidays, like things just get so crazy, especially if you're traveling. There's just been a lot going on, so I'm kind of behind on some of my appointments. I just scooped back a little bit because everything was like so blown out. I felt like you guys couldn't see anything. Next, I'm gonna do my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is a shade light beige. This one is like a lot lighter than my foundation, so it's gonna give me a more dramatic look. So I'm using this one today. Then I'm going to take my Fenty sponge and just blend this. I don't think I even told you guys. Things have been so crazy, so I feel like there's a lot to like catch you up on. Not that you've been like following along with my life, but if you are following along with my life, or you listen to my little rants on here, I'm actually going to be taking lash courses through the owner of where I get my lashes done. She's been doing my lashes since 2015. Well, every time I got lashes, she did them. She did them for my wedding, my birthday, all that. And then I started getting them all year round. I don't know when, like 2017, maybe? I don't remember. But anyways, I'm taking lash courses to do lash extensions. And I'm still going to be doing YouTube. I'm still going to be uploading 3 videos a week. The lashing part is not even the hard part. It's just the fact that if you want to lash in at a business, so at her place, then you have to have an esthetician license. So that's where the challenge is, because that takes like 4 to 6 months. So I just want to like get to lashing, you know, get to working, doing the lash extensions, but I have to do the esthetician license. So I'm enrolling this week in school for that. I can't like multitask right now. I don't know why, but I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. This is in medium dark. But I'm enrolling in esthetician school this week, and I take all my lash courses this month, at the end of the month. So if you guys live in the LA area and you're not like crazy, hit me up so I can do your lashes. I need people to like do their lashes and take photos and things like that, but I don't have a lot of people here that I can do. So if you want your lashes done, hit me up, email me, send me a DM, all of that. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and squeeze it, and then I'm gonna blend this out. This one's super, super easy to blend out. It looks really good. It melts right into the skin. I do love the Fenty truffle stick, but I feel like this one blends a little more seamlessly. The Fenty one, because it is a stick, sometimes if you have larger pores or texture like me, it can kind of like graze right over. And then sometimes, you know, makes your pores a little more obvious. So I like this one. I'm gonna blend this just so I don't get it on my robe. But yeah, it's kind of weird because for the past like 4 years, before I started YouTube this past August, I just like, you know, helped my husband with his business and did that, and like we just never were on a schedule. We were always, you know, on our own schedule. We could just leave, go out of town when we want, not work a day, not work 3 days, not work 3 months. Like we just basically do what we want, and we have our own schedule. So for me to have to like commit to doing the school, I think the school is like 4 to 6 months to get the esthetician license. You know, like that's kind of a big thing for me, because I'm like, I haven't had to like have a, you know, committed schedule to somebody else in so long since I worked at Capitol. So I'm a little nervous because of that, but it's actually fine because it's not that long, so I'll be okay. And also they said like you could make up days if you have to miss. So like I know my birthday I might miss. We're probably going out of town in end of February for my husband's work, things like that. I'll probably just like miss, and then they said you can just make it up. I love how this looks. And then today, to be extra, we're gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury highlight wand. This is in Spotlight. This looks so good, but you have to put this under the powder or else it doesn't look good on top of powders. So I'm just doing a little of this. I want to be kind of like really glowy. I'm sure my outfit's gonna be so basic, like, you know, leggings, heels, and a little sweater or something. It's gonna be cold because we normally sit outside, but it's gonna be extra. Why not? I might have to touch up a little bit before I leave. I think I'm leaving my house at 5 to go to the studio to meet my husband, and then we're gonna go together to Malibu. Right now, I swear it's like 1 o'clock. Let me see. Yeah, it's 1:01. So this, I'm gonna take the back of my concealer sponge and just tap this out. It seems to dry pretty quick, so just try to work with it before it dries. Maybe do one side at a time, not like me. Just did my whole face for some reason. Of course, I have to have like a pimple right here of all days. And I'm not gonna like put too much of this because I am gonna use the Jaclyn Hill highlighters, and you guys know how blinding those are. This is like a nice cream layer so that the powders will stay longer. Honestly, I think if you have like a beat flawless face, and obviously if you have like some lashes, you don't need to do much. You just ready to go, you know? I prefer that. I don't like wearing a lot of eye makeup, but we'll do a little look tonight. I'm first gonna go on with my N4 MAC Studio Fix like always, and I'm just gonna set my under eyes first. This is my little Morphe brush. This is the M554. I mention it all the time, so sometimes I don't say what number it is, but it's the same one. It's really good for under the eyes, and I just like to pat that. This one has like a little bit of a pink tone, like I said before, so it just brightens in lips. If you have blue or green eyes, this pink tone would be perfect. If you have brown eyes, then use a yellow tone powder. Okay, then next, I'm gonna take my Hourglass translucent veil. I'm gonna just set with this all over. I'm just gonna take this, set all over. This mattifies you, but you don't look like too cakey or too heavy or too matte. It still looks like skin, and it kind of just like airbrushes the pores. This is the Jaclyn Hill Luminous Powder in the shade Carrots. This is like a little bit of a highlight, but it's very subtle and kind of like airbrushes you. So first, we're gonna take this, just a tiny amount. I like to do it in the cap, and we'll go through here, down the nose, a little up here. This one has like a gold tone to it. I like to do this one first because then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of this right over this area to just make sure I stay matte. Then we're going to take our, of course, Give Me Sun Bronzer by MAC. Same one every time. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe brush. This is going to be like in a circle, but back. Just for a little warmth. Then, step number 945. We're gonna take our cheek leaders and our Smashbox Slanted. You already know. We take the Hoola and we're gonna carve out the backs of the cheeks. It's a little trick if you want a subtle contour, you wanna slim your face, you wanna look snatched, but you don't want like the lines on your face. I do it under my chin to slim her, the jaw to slim her. See that little smooth, smooth. Then we're gonna take a little fluffy brush, the same Hoola, and she's just gonna go down this way a little bit for a subtle contour. Bring that in. I do the tip a little bit. If you want your nose to look shorter, stop here, like stop short of it. Also, I love the Hoola in the crease, so while I'm here, I'm putting her in the crease too. It's like the best transition shade. If you don't want to wear any makeup, like literally look at this, just lash extensions in this, or you can put mascara on your own lashes. Honestly, like I feel like my go-to look is always the same, just like a beat face, dose of colors, Francation palette, brown shadows. It's easy, it's quick, she looks good. So then we're gonna do highlight before blush to blend her. Jaclyn Hill, the Flash palette, Avi. I showed you guys this. I'm obsessed. Everyone needs this. If these are too light, there's a darker one as well. I like taking the small Morphe brush. This is a Morphe R36. I just dip it in all the colors. We do it here. Wow. It's sometimes a little intense, but it like wears off. It kind of goes like under the blush, so it's not that intense. I have this one from her that's like super, super blinding. I might do just like a tad of this, like the smallest drop in the lid. We're blinding. That one is like so intense to me. So I'm gonna take my Morphe brush and just blend these. And then we're gonna take our MAC Floor Power, favorite blush ever. We're gonna take our MAC blush brush and I'm gonna do this color. I like to do it a little high. I put on a lot because again, dinner is later and this will sink in. You can always touch up, but this is what I'm doing for now. And then I'm gonna take the highlight brush with nothing on it and just go over where that highlight was. Then lastly for the face, before we set, we're gonna do the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder just to cut the cheek. We're gonna do our little miniature puff. Just get a little bit on there. I like to start here at the lips to make sure that my blush isn't coming too low to like drag the face down. So if it does, this will cover it. So just go like this, all the way back. Then during this time, you can take your blush brush while this is sitting and just make sure the top part looks blended. And then take your under eye setting brush or your Morphe one that we set everything with. And you'll just dust this away. She's snatched and ready. Take your Morphe setting mist and spray. Since my hair is done from Drybar, I'm going to try to cover it while I spray. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I think they gave me a faulty one because this one spits on me all the time. I feel like it ruins me. Hopefully it didn't get my hair. This feels so good. Our face is beat. So we'll let that dry for a minute and then we'll move on. Guys, I don't know if you can see my nails. They're like a nude holographic. They're everything. If you guys live in LA, go to Jasmine Nail Spa. Ask for Annie. Don't overbook her, okay? Or else she won't be able to see me. Also, if you go to Drybar anywhere in LA, go to the Glendale location. Ask for Natalie. Look at my hair. Can you handle this? She does my hair once a week and it lasts the entire week. It's everything to me. She's literally the best. Look at this. Trust me, everyone sucks there. I have to request her. She's the only one that does an amazing job. Everyone else gives you like prom curls. I'll say volume and they'll be like stuck to my face, you know? Okay guys, let's move on to our brows. For brows, you already know Anastasia Brow Definer in Soft Brown. I was supposed to get my brows on this weekend because I haven't got them done in like a month and I couldn't go, so they're looking crazy. I'll be going soon, sometime this week. I gotta figure it out. Their online system is always down. Benefit, please help me. The Benefit Brow Bar, I go to the Benefit store. It's actually on 3rd Street in LA. Ask for Amy. She's the best at waxing brows in the world. So I get a tint and a wax at the Benefit store and I need it so bad, but every time like I have to make my appointment while I'm there in person because you can't get a hold of anyone on the phone and you can't make it online. It will say like there's an error. I'm like, when I worked there, I answered the phone all the time. People would call, like, in a frantic, oh, hey, I'm on my way. Can you see me? I'm like, what? And then they'd get mad if you don't have any openings. I feel like my brows have been, like, super harsh lately. So I don't know what's been going on with me. I don't know if I'm, like, overfilling because the tint wore off. But I'm not trying to look crazy in photos, you know? Okay, now we're going to do the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter Brow Gel. This will set them, keep them in place. Blend your color out. Makes you look like you have more hairs because it's so like the wand is rubber and it separates them, and then the way that it's so wet, it just kind of like is like gel and it keeps them up in place so it looks a little more bushy. Oh yeah. Then of course we're gonna do the Highbrow by Benefit. I just like to do a little bit underneath. I just put a little bit and then I'm just going to take a little small brush and just blend it right up to the brows. It gives you just a nice brow lift, a nice clean brow line. You could do this before your brows or after, it's up to you. Okay, so for our eyes, you already know, So Sorry, Dose of Colors, Friendcation Palette, best of all time. We're gonna do that, and if we're acting a little fancy, we're gonna do the Morphe palette. This is the 35R. I believe my sister got this for me. Thank you so much, Sharina. I love this palette. So I always start with Necessary, which is like this amazing shade here. That's gonna go in our crease. It goes with any color. It's just the best. So I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking of doing like a little shimmer on the lid because I never do that. Fancy. You know, I'm just trying to like do my makeup a little different than I always do it. A little more dramatic maybe. I always say that and then it comes out the same, so we will see. Let me know, are you guys traveling anywhere this year? Do you have any vacations planned? Are you in grind mode? Let me know in the comments down below. I feel like both my husband and I, with both of our careers, we're like in grind mode and we're not really trying to like take trips and vacation. We're trying to like hustle, you know, and get our careers in such a great place. And you know, if it's like, if I have to think about having a kid, I say it so like, but like I'm honestly scared to have a baby. But I know we both want a baby. I'm just scared. So it's like I'm kind of trying to like prepare myself. Like, okay, if that is gonna happen, like there's certain things I want to do for my career and certain things, you know, I want to work on before then. So I think we're both just like in grind mode. There is a lot of like trips I want to take, but I'm not into that right now. I'm trying to focus on my health, my fitness, my weight loss, and then also my career. And I don't feel like I have much time for anything else. So let's take the next darkest shade. It's this one here. I'm going to take a different crease brush. This is a little more stiff and I like the warm tone that this gives, but it's still like a medium brown. It's not super dark. I feel like this crease brush, they don't sell this anymore, by the way. I'm very upset about it. I've been trying to find this for years. This crease brush is actually from like 2008. It's from this company I used to work for. It's called Napoleon Purtis. It's the best. And then like they left the US. They're from Australia. So I can't find it anymore. And even before they left the US, I tried to get another one and they didn't make it. Makeup Forever does have one that's super similar, but it's like a synthetic hair. So it doesn't blend for the crease as well. So I'm just making this like super, super blown out. Then I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to take this MAC 239 and I'm going to take this darker brown here. And I'm going to just try to like V-shape this. So I'm going to start at the edge and just kind of like go up to my crease and I'm just tapping and sliding. I love that look so much because it's like kind of like a wing, but it's not as dramatic. And then I'm just going back and forth and like diffusing it. So this gives like a nice little brown smoky. Then for underneath, I'm going to take a small fluffy and I'm going to start with that first shade, the light brown, Necessary. And I'm just going to like do right here under the eyeball. Mostly in the outer corner, but then also bringing it in to connect them. Then I'm going to take this color here and do a little bit on the outer corner. I'm going to take this little miniature, little Morphe brush. I'm going to take that dark brown that we did the V on top with, and I'm just going to tightline the bottom. So it's like drawing an eyeliner just under your lashes. Makes it like a little more smoky. Then I don't want this so harsh, so I'm going to take that little fluffy brush and then just kind of like blend out. Lastly, I'm going to go in with this black one. It looks kind of blue sometimes, but this is like a black glitter. And I just want to tap that on my lid just to add like a little bit of drama, a little bit of glitter. Make sure you tap your brush so you don't get this black on your makeup if you've done your makeup first on your face. I kind of like it actually with the brush because it's not as black and as dramatic. Okay, cute! I love this. She finally did a little bit of a different look. I added one color. So I'm going to take my crease brush and just blend the edges. Then I'm going to go back and just re-tap this because it kind of tends to like fade away when you blend the crease. I'm then just going to take my cheek leaders and use a shade Cookie like I always do. Middle shade. Put this on the inner corner. Makes it pop. It comes out like a little white. So I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette, use this yellow one called Sparks, and go over it so it's less white. This gives it like a little bit of a yellow tone. Now that I've like overdone my inner corner, I'm taking a blank brush, just blending that. Now the shadows are done, I'm gonna take my MAC N4 with my flat MAC brush, and I'm gonna just take this here on the edge. I just swipe it back to kind of like clean it a little bit, but not have such a hard edge. And then I do a little bit under here in case I got any fallout. Then if you go to the nose, you can snatch that little nose contour. It makes your nose look more narrow. Okay, for liner, I'm going to do the Dose of Colors Gel Liner in Shady. I'm doing this because with my Charlotte Tilbury liquid liner, sometimes with the pens, if you have a lot of shadow on or you have like glitter, it doesn't really cover it. It's not as dark. So what I want to do is take my MAC Slanted Eyeliner brush. This is 263. I dip a little bit in the pot, and then I take the lid and I kind of just like press it and like rub it around so it's not chunky. Then I'm going to use my little mirror here. I love this shadow, guys. It's hard with these lashes, but I just start in the inner corner and it's so creamy, I just drag it. I'm not doing a huge like wing or thick line because I'm wearing black shadow that's like dramatic enough, but I just want it to be like a thick lash line. You're not gonna tell a huge difference, but you would notice if you didn't have it. I'll show you the difference right now. So this one I have liner on, this one I don't. So I don't know if you can tell. I can. Okay, so that's all that matters. Honestly, this liner is so creamy, and with this brush, it just glides on so quick, so smooth. It's the best. I used to like the Inglot one, the gel liner, but that would like really dry out just too fast. Okay, I'm gonna do my MAC Extended Play on the bottom lashes. Okay, our eyes are done. We just have lips, and then we're done with our makeup. For liner, I'm going to do the KKW. This is in the shade Nude 2.5. I'm obsessed with this one. It looks so good. Okay, I just filled in my lips with the KKW liner. Now, my combo that you guys know I love, this is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncuffed. We're doing this one first. You already know I rave about this. I rave about the applicator, formula, the colors. This goes all over, and then you just give this a second to dry. Then we take Unbuttoned, and we put this in the center. Take my finger, tap it into blend. I'm going to be extra because I feel like this is like too pink for my eyes. I'm going to do the Charlotte Tilbury in Nude Kate. And then I'm going to do the KKW gloss called Proud of You. It looks less pink in person, so I guess I'll leave this alone instead of putting on like 75 more lip products. Okay, this is our final makeup look, so let's go finish getting ready. So this is what I'm wearing to dinner. Sorry, my mirror looks a little dirty. So how cute is this sweater? I got it oversized. It doesn't have like a big neck to be able to like pull it off the shoulder, but I just put like a dangling necklace over it, and then just comfortable leggings, and then these little booties I told you guys before, they're so comfortable and so cute. Let's go to dinner. Girl, you beautiful, come here, mom. I want to get to ya, get to ya. Girl, you gon' tell one, get to ya. Don't we started something and we gain it, get it, get it. Don't we started something and we can't turn it on. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Oui, oui, envelez-vous. Oui, oui, envelez-vous. Oui, oui, envelez-vous. Oui, oui, envelez-vous. Ride for a million, ride for a billion, ride for a trillion. Gotta keep the digits. Ride for the billion, hit it on the digits. Ride for the limits, I was gonna get it. I been riding for a minute, slide for a minute, ride for a minute, baby slide. Only gonna ride for a minute, slide for a minute, die for a minute if you try.
So that's the end of our night. We just got back from dinner. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna go take my makeup off. If you guys like these get ready with me's, leave me a comment down below and let me know you want to see more of them. And happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Bye guys.
Bye.